Hi guys, this is Rosita Applebum, so we're going to get right into it. I'm using my primer potion by Urban Decay. This is the Eden. It's a matte primer. I always put this on before putting on any eyeshadows because it really makes my eyeshadow pop and last. To make my eyeshadow pop a little bit more, however, this day I'm actually going to be putting on NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. But first, you want to just make sure the primer is all the way down. Now, you can use either or. You don't have to use both, but I wanted the pink in this palette from this palette to really pop, so I chose to do both. So here I'm just still blending that out, and you're gonna see in a couple seconds I'm applying NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and it's just a white base, and you can use this as an eyeshadow, but I like to use it under an eyeshadow. So I'm kind of just applying that messily, and then I'm gonna blend it out with the Samantha Chapman domed shadow brush. So just blend that out really nice and even. And the palette that I'm going to be using today is by Wet n Wild. It is a Zero Dark Flirty. It's the color icon. It's brand new. It has beautiful 3 shades. Yeah, I think I'm getting like ahead of the video. I'm like talking about what I'm going to do. But yeah, just blend it out. I didn't know if I should like fast forward this, so I didn't. But I'm using the brow bone color actually as an all over eyelid color. And this is just a random brush by, I don't remember who this is by. I think Sonia Kashuk, but it's just like a shader brush, and I'm applying the brow bone color. It's not bright, it's like a pale pink with glitter, but it does show up kind of bright. It's very pigmented. Then I'm taking the eyelid color, and I'm actually using it on my crease, and this is an e.l.f. brush. It's just like a random brush, and don't worry, this look is going to look like a hot mess right up until I'm finished, because when I apply my eyeshadows, I'm very messy. I blend like throughout my whole makeup. I just like the way I do it that way. I don't like to like focus so much on one eye. I kind of just like blend, and then I'll do something else, and then I'll blend a little more. So it does look a little crazy right now. The shape is a little whack, but we're gonna fix that. So yeah, just applying this in my crease, and I'm taking this a little bit more towards the inner corner of my eye. Usually I would stop halfway, but I like this brush because it really gets into the crease, like right in the inside. So just applying that purple, and I really like this palette. It's very, very pigmented, as you can tell, and you don't really need to get any other colors. I am going to use one other color, actually 2 other colors that are not in this palette, but they're kind of like optional. So I'm just blending all of this out with another Sonia Kashuk brush, and this is just a fluffy brush, and I really want to blend those lines out because they look horrendous and they look like a no-no. So we gotta make it work. So I'm just blending, blending, blending. That's like all my videos with eyeshadow. It's just like, here is 30 seconds of the same thing. But this is real life, girls. This is what you gotta do. You gotta blend. Can't make it look like freaking blocks of color. So blend, 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 blend. More blend, blend. Just keep on blending, girl. And for the girl that told me voiceovers are not my thing, hey, they are my thing, okay? I'm gonna make them my thing. So here I'm applying Sin from the Naked palette by Urban Decay. This is the optional step. You don't really need this. It's just like a glittery pink shadow, and I was like, hey, it looks like a unicorn, so I want to use it. And then I'm using this crease color in my crease. I actually listened to this little Wet n Wild palette, and I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a 224 by MAC, and I did clean it because I did use it in my last tutorial. I always clean my brush because it always has like orange or brown, so yeah, had to clean it. So just a fluffy brush in the crease, deepening up that color, making it a little bit more vibrant, a little more purple, and just keep on blending, keep on blending. Voiceovers are so my thing. Okay, girl, let me see your thing. Let me see you put on the camera with no makeup, and let me see you get all dolled up, okay, in 12 minutes. Let's do it. Oh, and I want you to edit and do a voiceover. I don't think so, girl. Okay, so reapplying this brow bone from the same Wet n Wild palette, the Zero Dark Flirty. This is just a brow bone color, what I used all over my lid. I just like to reapply. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim Eyeliner, and this day I just was not feeling like eyeliner, but I wanted to do an eyeliner, but I didn't, so I kind of did it a little bit sloppy, so sorry. But I did do a little wing, and I'm going to show you guys how sloppy it is in a minute. Boom. Very short. Normally I do a longer wing, but hey, you know, today was short wing day. Make sure there's no gaps between the lashes, and make it a little bit sharper, make it a little bit cleaner. Do that wing, girl, do that wing, girl. And my favorite part, concealer, to clean up that mess. And that's Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in medium. And I like to bring it close to my eyeshadow to kind of clean up that mess that I had there. And I'm using a beauty blender. And I use my beauty blender damp for anyone who's asked. Love the beauty blender. I'm obsessed. You know, I actually found out that I was using a fake beauty blender before. I bought it off Amazon, like 2 for $35. And when I bought mine from Sephora, it's a completely different beauty blender. Would you look at that? That's kind of embarrassing. Alright, this is a sample of the Lancome Taint Miracle Foundation. Just trying it out. I know it looks really green here. It looks really yellow. Someone told me I look like a broccoli when I film. Or like some type of green monster. But it does kind of blend in after you put on your rest of your face. So yeah, just blending that in with the same beauty blender. It's eyebrow time. Now, I've been using the same pencil in my videos. It's MAC Lingering, and I love this pencil. It's a light brown, but I really go in on the brow because I've been liking a deeper brow, like a little bit more of a thick brow. I don't know. I've been trying different things out, seeing what suits me the best, and I do clean them up a little bit, so don't worry about that. And I didn't use my kit from, what is it, Wet n Wild. Yeah, I didn't use it today because that was going to be a little bit too dark, a little bit too intense for this light eye. So just using MAC Lingering. And yeah, that's it for now for eyebrows, because I'm going to clean them up with concealer, but that's later. I'm not sure when, but it's going to come. These voiceover things are so hard. Okay. Cleaning up that little brow because I messed up a little bit. I don't know if you could tell, but I went a little bit over the edge. I went a little too brow happy. I'm applying a little bit of a highlight color. This is Bone by Bobbi Brown. Love it. Love it. It's a beautiful white, very pigmented shadow. And that's just the same brush that I used before by Sonia Kashuk. And this Bobbi Brown color I received in my palette that I got for my 500 points. I Instagrammed the picture of it. Obsessed. Some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Million Lashes, or Voluminous $1 Million Lashes, something like that. But yeah, I just needed a coat of mascara. I actually didn't put on false lashes today because I actually like the way my eyelashes looked with this mascara, which is very rare for me when I wear eyeshadow. I usually always put on a pair of lashes, and I think a pair of lashes definitely would have made it look more glamorous, but you know what? Ain't nobody got time for that today. So just mascara. And I didn't show this, but after I actually put on some eyeliner like on the inside of my eye, but whatever. This is the bronzer, L'Oreal True Match in Cocoa. Ha ha ha. You like my little tongue stick out there because I made my hair a big mess when I do my bronzer. It's messy. Do a little bit of a contour, nothing too cray, just a little bit. I'm not using my Sephora Pro contour brush because I just wanted to focus on my eyes. My face is like, whatevs. Who cares? L'Oreal True Match under the nose, make it a little more pointy. Yay, some under eye highlight. I've been missing my Well Rested. I actually bought it today, but this is the Ben Nye Banana Powder, and my favorite brush by Real Techniques. It's the setting brush. Yes, and I love this. I look a little tired, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I look tired? Can you see my bags? I think bags are cute. Random. So this is the Bobbi Brown palette that I was talking about. It's so pretty. It says the classic palette. I don't know what that means, but this is pale pink. That's the blush that I'm using with a Real Techniques blush brush, and you can't really tell on the camera. You can't tell at all, but it's a very, very beautiful pink, and it's very pigmented. It looks like it's not on, but it really is on there. So blend that out, and here's where I clean up that brow, and I'm using NC15 by MAC, the concealer, and just like what is this, a MAC 212, which is like a flat brush that I use for carving out those brows. And I think this makes it a lot cleaner. I really recommend doing this step when you're using eyeshadow. Just clean up under your brow, and it kind of works like a highlight, like a brow bone highlight. It's like a 2-in-1 step, and it's amazing. And I'm blending it out with the same brush, the Dome Shadow Brush. As you can tell, I love this brush for like blending, concealer, or shadow. It's really, really versatile. Or versatile? That's really awkward. Okay. You can use it for many things is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And yeah. So more bone from the Bobbi Brown palette. It's like this beautiful palette. It comes with these beautiful shadows and a blush, and I'm obsessed. And it's a matte shadow. If I could, I would just buy the Bone. Like when this runs out, I'm going to go in and invest on some Bobbi Brown shadows because they're amazing. Like just from this small little clip, like you could just tell how pigmented it is, and I love it. Love it. Some more mascara because I forgot to put mascara on the bottom lashes, and you can't leave the house without bottom lash mascara. I mean, sometimes I do if that's the look I'm going for. If I don't put bottom lash mascara, I feel like my eyes look wider, but I don't know. I just feel more complete when I have my bottom lash mascara. What do you guys do? Do you guys skip bottom lash? Let me know. So I'm actually going to put some of that eyelid color, which I use for my crease, under my eye because I do this with every single eyeshadow look. I love to put a pop of color under my eye, whether it's brown or purple or gold or yellow. And then the brow bone color on the inner, like 1/3 of my eye, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more, make it a little brighter. So it's like a light pink in the front and then the dark to kind of smoke out the edges near my eyeliner. And now I put on 3 lipsticks. Okay, number 1 is Snob. I didn't like it. It's too bright pink for me. So I go in with Wet n Wild VI Pink here. And I still didn't like it because it was just too much for these eyes. So I muted it with MAC Myth. So yes, I put on 3 lipsticks. And sometimes that's what you gotta do. My favorite highlight by The Balm, this is the Mary Luminizer. I totally recommend this to every single person. Please go out and buy this. Like, I seriously swear by this highlight. I'm obsessed. Like, look how pretty that sheen is. I'm like in love. This is an e.l.f. brush. I also love that brush to apply that highlight and just kind of blend that out. Make sure it's not harsh or anything like that. You don't want like a block of glitter on your cheek. And then I'm applying my translucent powder by Rimmel. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte. It's actually called transparent, but I call it translucent, but same thing. And just applying that where I want it to be a little bit lighter. And that's the completed look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of random, but mwah!